Did you know that 60% of the rainforests in the world have already been destroyed within the last 200 years by mankind? Hi class, I'm Nathan Cunningham, and today I have brought you all here to inform you about rainforests. I have conducted research from multiple organizations, such as National Geographic, to inform you all in this speech about what rainforests are, why they're important, and what is currently happening to them. For my first topic, I would like to discuss what rainforests are, and I got all this information from National Geographic. Rainforests are one of the oldest ecosystems in the world, dating back to almost 70 million years ago. They are also very biodiverse. Half of the world's plant and animal species actually live in the rainforests. In just 4 square miles, you can find 1,500 species of flowers, 750 species of trees, 400 species of birds, and 150 species of butterflies. These ecosystems can also be found on every continent except for Antarctica. There are also 4 layers to each rainforest. The first layer is the emergent layer, which is the treetops. This is habitat to small and flying animals such as birds and bats. The second layer is the canopy layer. This layer is very hot, humid, and not very windy, so it's perfect conditions for fruit trees to grow. This has correlations with the population that's actually living in this layer. This layer is habitat to the most animals out of all 4 layers. The third layer is the understory layer. This layer is also very hot and humid, but there's a lot more brush in this layer, which is great for camouflage. This helps jaguars and green mamba snakes actually catch their prey. This layer is actually home to the most endangered species as well. In African rainforests, this is habitat to elephants, antelopes, gorillas, and pythons. The last layer is the forest floor. This is habitat to many decomposers such as slugs, worms, and scorpions. This is perfect for them because all the plant material actually falls to the ground where they decompose it, give nutrients to the soil, which is then leached by the trees. I've just discussed the biodiversity in the 4 layers of the rainforest. Now I'll go into my second topic, which is why they're important. I have found all my information about this from rainforestconcern.org. The first reason why they're important is the CO2 emissions. Trees are the lungs of the earth and can absorb tons of CO2. CO2 is a greenhouse gas which warms up the earth. So in turn, rainforests actually help climate control. The second reason is the water cycle. Since it rains so much in the rainforest, trees will absorb a lot of the water, which is the fresh water reserves on Earth. Without them, there is more probable cause of droughts around the world, which can lead to famine and disease. Also, through transpiration, water is absorbed into the atmosphere and can travel very long distances. Water from Africa can actually travel all the way to the Americas. The third reason why it's important is the soil. Since it rains so much, the soil is not very compact and is loose, and the only thing holding it together is actually the trees. The trees will leach all the nutrients out of the soil, which makes it also very loose. Without the trees, the soil becomes very loose as well, and if it rains too much, it can lead to floods and landslides, destroying habitats in low-lying areas. The fourth reason that it's habitat to many animals around the world and plants. It is home to over 30 million species of plants and animals. The last reason is the medicine. Over 25% of the modern medicine can actually be found in the rainforest. People who make this medicine only use 1% of the rainforest plants. I've just discussed the importance of the rainforests, and now we'll discuss what is actually happening to them. I've gotten all this information from the organization Young People's Trust for the Environment. The first thing that's happening to them is cattle grazing. People will burn down or chop down trees to cattle graze, which is the farming of cattle. In Brazil, this is very prevalent, which Brazil is actually the leading export of cattle. In 2013, there are more cattle, 204 million, than people actually in the country, 200 million. Cows actually produce this chemical called methane, and in gas form, this heats up the earth a ton. it is actually 26 times more lethal to the earth than CO2. The second problem is mining. The rainforests are rich with many expensive golds, iron, copper, things of that nature and metal. And to mine this gold, people will use this mercury, which is very harmful to humans and the environment around them. This is prevalent in Indonesia and Brazil, which are two countries that are rich with expensive metals. The last thing that's actually happening to them is the logging. Rainforests have very expensive woods that can be found in them, such as mahogany. People will cut down rainforests to sell mahogany all around the world, making a fortune. This is very prevalent in West Africa, where 90% of the rainforests are already gone. In conclusion, I talked about what rainforests are, why they're important, and what is actually happening to them today. To end this speech, I would like to leave you all with this thought. As said before, 60% of the rainforests are already gone. It will be really interesting seeing how the world shapes out as more and more of the rainforests continue to disappear. Thank you.